put your name in salt water and miracles will happen today. That's what people are saying. That's what's spreading online. That's what desperate hearts are clicking on. But listen to me very carefully, because I care about your akhirah more than your views. If miracles came from salt water, the Prophet would have taught us that. If names written on paper changed destiny, the Sahaba would have done it. If objects had power, we would not raise our hands to Allah. So let me say this clearly, calmly and with love. Salt water does nothing on its own. Paper does nothing on its own. Your name does nothing on its own. Only Allah does everything. Now don't close this video, because what I'm about to tell you is the real miracle people are missing. Why do people run toward these things? Because they are hurting, because they are tired, because they are desperate. Some of you listening right now feel stuck. You pray, but your heart feels heavy. You make dua, but the answer feels delayed. You smile in front of people, but you cry alone. And when pain stays too long, the heart looks for shortcuts. That's when shaitan whispers, try this, maybe this will work. What do you have to lose? And slowly, without realizing it, the heart moves away from pure trust in Allah. Allah warns us in the Quran in clear meaning that most people do not fall into error suddenly, but step by step by step. Islam protects us from this. Islam keeps our faith clean, simple, pure. Allah says in meaning, if Allah touches you with harm, none can remove it except Him. And if He intends good for you, none can stop His favor. Not salt, not water, not numbers, not rituals, Him. But here's the part that will touch your heart if you let it. People are not really searching for salt water. They are searching for hope. They are searching for relief. They are searching for a sign that Allah still sees them. And wallahi, He does. Allah says, in meaning, your Lord says, call upon me, I will respond to you. Not perform tricks, not follow trends. Call upon me. But calling upon Allah is not just words. It is presence, it is humility, it is honesty. Some of us make dua like we're sending a text message while doing 10 other things. Heart distracted, eyes distracted, life distracted. Then we wonder why the heart feels empty. So let me give you something better than salt water, something the Prophet actually taught: stillness. Sit down, alone, no phone, no noise. Put your hands up or put your face down. Both are loved by Allah. And say, Ya Allah, it's me, just me. I have nothing else. That moment, that broken moment, that is where miracles begin. Allah tells us in the Quran, in meaning Allah is gentle with His servants. Gentle. He knows your limits. He knows your tears. He knows what you don't even know how to explain. Especially for my sisters listening, carrying emotional weight, family pressure, loneliness, expectations. Allah is not distant from you. He is closer than anyone who walked away. But here's a hard truth we need to hear with love. Sometimes Allah delays the answer because He loves hearing your voice. Sometimes He keeps you asking because the asking itself is healing you. Sometimes the miracle is not that the problem disappears, but that your heart becomes stronger than the problem. Allah says in meaning, we will surely test you with fear, hunger, loss, but give glad tidings to those who remain patient. Patience is not silence. Patience is staying connected to Allah while it hurts. So no, don't put your name in salt water. Put your heart in sujood. Don't chase signs. Build certainty. Don't look for shortcuts. Walk the straight path. And if you feel weak, good. Because Allah loves servants who come to Him broken, not arrogant. Because real dua is not performance, it is not loud, it is not complicated, it is truth coming out of a heart that can't hold it anymore. Some of us think dua must sound beautiful, we think it must be long, we think it must be perfect. No, dua must be real. Allah does not listen to vocabulary, Allah listens to hearts. A mother whispering with tears is heard. A man sitting in his car broken is heard. A young person confused about life is heard. Allah says in meaning, He knows the secret and what is even more hidden. So what are you hiding from Him? Some of you have not cried in front of Allah for a long time. You cried in the shower, you cried at night, you cried in your pillow, but not in dua. And the heart becomes heavy when tears don't reach Allah. Let me tell you something very gentle. You don't need to explain everything to Allah. You just need to show up, sit, breathe, say His name slowly, Ya Allah, and pause That pause itself is worship. The Prophet taught us that Allah descends in a way that befits His Majesty in the last part of the night and asks, who is calling upon me so I may answer him? Allah is asking not because He doesn't know, but because He wants you to come close. Some of you are saying, I tried, I made dua, nothing changed. Listen carefully. Dua is never wasted. If Allah does not give you what you ask for, He gives you what you need. If not now, then later. If not in this world, then in the next. Allah says in meaning, perhaps you hate a thing while it is good for you. We see only today. Allah sees your entire life. Sometimes Allah removes what you love to protect you. Sometimes He delays what you want to prepare you. Sometimes He keeps you waiting because what's coming needs a stronger heart, and He is building that heart right now. But we are impatient. We want instant relief, instant signs, instant change, and when it doesn't come, we look elsewhere. That's when people fall into strange practices. That's when they start believing objects have power. That's when faith becomes mixed. Islam saves us from this confusion. Islam brings us back to clarity. One Lord, one reliance, one direction. Allah tells us in meaning, whoever puts their trust in Allah, He is sufficient for them, sufficient. That word alone is enough. Not rich, not problem-free, but sufficient. Enough strength, enough patience, enough light to keep going. Some of you feel unseen by people, unappreciated, unloved. Let me tell you something people may never say. Allah sees you waking up tired. Allah sees you trying again. Allah sees you holding back tears, so others don't worry. And Allah is not unjust. He says in meaning, Allah does not let the reward of those who do good go to waste. Not a single tear, not a single sigh, not a single moment of patience, even when you don't feel strong. Allah records your effort. And sometimes the biggest test is not pain, it is silence. No sign, no answer you can see, no change you can measure, just waiting. That is where faith grows roots. Anyone can trust Allah when things are good. Real trust is built in the quiet struggle. And don't think for a moment that Allah has forgotten you. Allah says, in meaning, your Lord has not forsaken you, nor does He hate you. That verse was revealed when the Prophet felt a delay. So if the best of creation felt that, what about us? You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human. But don't let pain rewrite your beliefs. Don't let delay make you doubt Allah's love. Shaitan uses waiting to plant whispers. Maybe Allah doesn't care. Maybe you're not good enough. Maybe your dua isn't accepted. Lies. Allah accepts even broken dua, especially broken dua. So when you raise your hands, don't decorate your words. Don't copy others. Don't pretend. Just say what hurts. Say what scares you. Say what you've never told anyone. That is sincerity. And sincerity changes everything. There is a kind of peace that comes before solutions. A calm that enters before doors open. That peace is a sign. Not that everything is fixed, but that Allah is with you. And when Allah is with you, no path is truly dark. Because closeness to Allah is not something you feel once and then keep forever without effort. It has to be protected just like a flame. If you don't shield it, even a small wind can put it out. Some people feel soft in one moment of dua, and then life hits again. Bills, messages, news, people, pressure, and slowly the heart hardens again. Not because Allah moved away, but because we became busy. Let me speak honestly, like a friend sitting next to you. One of the biggest dangers is getting close to Allah only when we are desperate. We cry when we are broken. We beg when we are scared. We promise change when we are drowning. Then Allah gives relief and we forget. Not fully, but just enough. And that hurts the heart more than the original pain. Allah says in meaning that when harm touches people, they call upon Him sincerely, but when He grants them ease, some turn away. This is not said to shame us. It is said to wake us up, because Allah does not want temporary visitors. He wants a relationship, a real one. Some of you have a habit of only making dua at night when everything falls apart. But during the day, Allah barely hears your voice. Talk to Him when you're calm too. Thank Him when you're breathing easily too. Remember Him when things are okay. That is loyalty. And loyalty to Allah brings a different kind of strength. Let me tell you a simple truth. If you don't choose Allah daily, the world will choose for you. It will pull you, distract you, drain you, until one day you wake up and realize your heart feels empty again. And then you start searching. That's when people fall into trends, into science, into shortcuts, because the heart hates emptiness. So fill it with something real. Fill it with Allah before something false fills it for you. There are people listening who are good on the outside. You pray, you fast, you try, but inside there is a quiet struggle, anger, jealousy, guilt, old sins that still haunt you, and shaitan whispers, you're too far gone. Listen to me carefully. Allah never said, come to me only if you are clean. Allah says in meaning, O my servants who have wronged themselves, do not despair of the mercy of Allah. Wrong themselves. That includes you, that includes me. The door of Allah does not close because of sin. It closes when a person stops knocking. So keep knocking, even if you fall again, even if you're ashamed, even if you feel tired of yourself. Come back. Allah loves those who return again and again. But here is a warning that must be said with love. Do not play with your faith. Do not mix truth with superstition. Do not mix Islam with trends. Do not mix reliance on Allah with reliance on objects. Your heart deserves clarity. Shirk does not always come loudly. Sometimes it comes softly in the form of habits, beliefs. Maybe this will help. And slowly trust shifts. That's why the Prophet taught us to renew our faith often. Not because we are bad, but because hearts change. If you feel confused, go back to basics. One Allah, one direction, one dependence. When you wake up, say His name. When you're scared, say His name. When you're grateful, say His name. Let Allah be your first reaction, not your last option. Some of you are exhausted because you are carrying things Allah never asked you to carry. Control outcomes, people's hearts. Tomorrow, put those down. Allah says in meaning.